Hey guys, welcome back to Jen and 10 or Less. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 palettes. As many of you know, I am on a shadow no-buy for the year 2015. So I just made this a goal for myself. I don't need to buy any more shadows. And what I really try to do is when I see a tutorial that really tempts me to go out there and buy that shadow, I try to find a dupe in my collection. Oh, I forgot to add too, if you would like to see another, like a similar video, kind of like maybe my top 5 blushes or something else, please let me know in the comments below. Now, looking through my collection, I have come across 5 palettes that I feel like are must-haves, at least for my collection, with my taste. So if you have similar taste to me, then these might be 5 that you need in your collection. Let's start off with the least expensive out of these palettes. I think this is the least expensive one. It's from Sonia Kashuk. I picked this up at Target. It's one I've definitely mentioned before. It's the Eyes on Neutral palette. I absolutely adore it. Everything in here is matte, and the reason why I think it is a must-have is because there are so many shadows in here that can be paired well with whatever palette you're using. If you're using a single shadow, grab one of these as your transition shade, a brow bone highlight, and I just think that they're really, really good quality. There's like a VizArt palette. I don't know if you've heard about it. I think it's like $80 or something ridiculous. But I feel like you can get the same kind of looks out of this. I mean, that one's $80, so it's probably better, but I don't think it's worth it. I think this one is an excellent one to add to your collection. The next palette is also another matte palette. This one is from Pur, and it's actually, I think it's the first product I ever purchased from Pur. It might be the only one I have. But I love this matte palette, and I think it, you know, this one has a ton of matte shades, but they're all kind of like neutral shades. But this one has a few neutrals down here, but then some rosy colors and some light colors. And I really find myself reaching for this one a lot to do a whole matte eye look. I'm really into those, and this has been trendy since like the spring. The next palette I want to mention is from Too Faced. It's the Natural Eyes palette, and the reason why I think this one is a must-have for any collection because it's perfect for traveling. You have got, you know, the top row of mattes, then you've got a few shimmery looks that you can create using these two on the lid. I really like the setup of the Too Faced palettes because they give you like a larger bar for colors that they think you might use more often, and then smaller for ones that you're going to use centrally on your eye, just to kind of in one particular area to brighten up that area. Like these I like to use on the lids, and then the last ones, the row to your, is that your right? Yeah, maybe. Those are going to be for your outer corner. And yeah, I think this is great packaging also for travel. It's very small, compact, but you can create multiple looks with it, and you don't have to worry about crushing your shadows. Now I have the Naked 2, the Naked 3. I don't have the Naked 1, but I have another palette from Urban Decay that has a lot of the Naked 1 shadows in it, so I kind of feel like I have that one. But I didn't choose that one for this particular video. I chose the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, the original palette. I love warm shadows on my eyes, and this one has some warm, some neutral shadows in there. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's got a few pops of color, and honestly, yeah, I'll get to this in a second, but a lot of these palettes don't have a lot of color in them because I feel like the ones I reach for the most are these ones. So this one does have some colors in it, but I don't reach for those. I love this beautiful gold shade right here. Another one of my favorite ones is this brown shade right here. I don't know what the names are. I threw away that little slip. I just can't go wrong with this palette. I think it's cheaper than the Naked 1 palette, but I feel like it has so much more to offer than that palette. And then the last palette, this is the one that has come in very handy, and it's super cheap. It's from Mophe. It is the 35B palette. And as you can see, there are a lot of colors in here. Looking at all these neutral palettes, those are the ones I wear on a daily basis. But I am so thankful to have this one in my collection because, like I said, when I see those tutorials and there's a pop of green or there's a pop of purple, I can pull out this palette and pretty much find a lot of the shades or something very, very similar to it that I see on some of my favorite videos. So this has been not something I reach for every day, but something I really find very useful in my collection, and it keeps me from going out and spending more money on shadows. I would love to hear what your favorite shadows are in the your favorite palettes are in the comments below. Hopefully I already have in my collection because I'm on a shadow no-buy, so don't tempt me too much. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.